on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We are about set for kickoff. Greg, talking to the coaches all week. We're so curious to see what's going to play out here at the start of this one.
And ideally, I think each of these teams is thinking, okay, we think this is how the game's going to unfold. This is our plan. This is how we're going to go attack. And if that's the case, great. But very rarely does that happen, Mike. So it's really the team that makes the best adjustments in real time, in between possessions, in between snaps. The team that adjusts the fastest and the most efficiently, they're the ones that come the end of the game, they tend to have the advantage.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Foxborough. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Cooper going in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he will go all the way. Keon Coleman, touchdown Bills. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. To return is Jermichael Hasty. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. as a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, Gibson. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Here's 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On the carry, it's Stevenson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. That one taken in by Douglas.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, out comes Joey Sly for the Patriots field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Buffalo.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
The ball comes out. One of the Patriots has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. They'll go play action with May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On 4th down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. Back deep for New England, Demario Douglas. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, it's May. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Throwing now is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Past midfield to the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Matt Milano there to stop him. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with Gibson. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Now Gibson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Slot receiver headed right. They run on the jet sweep. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. He'll try and get there, and he's in! Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Patriots are in the lead by the score of 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
On play action, Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slot man in motion left. To throw again, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 13-7 is our score. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Cook. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 2nd down, here is Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
From all the way back at the 14 now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Cook.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
3rd and goal. Allen. That's hauled in at the 2.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try it now with Cook, and he will dive into the end zone. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points, but not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Extra point try by Bass. He gets it to go, and the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. To throw on first down is May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Stevenson, and he'll get this up to the 44. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. On 4th down, Bryce Beringer out to punt for New England. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They motion the slot man left. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Slot man in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, May got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On the give, this is Stevenson. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, New England.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
A carry now for Gibson. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Matt Milano there to stop him. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Stevenson. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats are going to move out in front.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Allen gonna throw again. That's caught downfield by Cooper. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. And he will get into the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will up the lead to 5. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On play action, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's Gibson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to Stevenson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Here's May. Has completed to Douglas. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. It's the tight end Henry in motion. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw now, May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Pats will up it to a 2-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Here's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Now Allen on 1st down. Patch to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They motion the slot man left. Throwing again. It's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead.
And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Pass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will up the lead to 5. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing now is May. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, it's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's third down and a few inches. Now Gibson. And he will have a Patriots first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on third and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. And now it's third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. This defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. In motion, Shakir. To throw is Allen. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The home team's offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Stevenson. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll run here with Gibson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. May gonna look to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots will cut the deficit down to 2.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. First and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Allen will throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. A pass caught right side by Coleman. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Devon Godchaw there on the tackle. Third and long. Here's Allen to throw. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw now, May. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Pats will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing is Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Allen going to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try it now with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. A design run here for Allen. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Allen to throw. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stopped on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return is Hasty. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Taking off. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
May now on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in. Throwing on 2nd down. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now, May. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Good blocking, and he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2. Here's May. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Now Allen on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. They're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Sly now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Patriots are going to open up the lead to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Johnson now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Patriots offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll find his man, that's Kendrick Bourne. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give running left, it is Stevenson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. May going to look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Cooper going in motion. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On third down, it's Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
On play action, Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Bills, and he's going to have the Jets.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, and we just saw why there.
Throwing now, Allen here on first down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job.
And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jelani Tavai.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. A run here with Stevenson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is May. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, it's May. He keeps it himself.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Gibson. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up at about the 42. On the ground, Gibson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here's 2nd and 6. A carry now for Gibson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Here's 3rd and 7. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in, but they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.